Today on Grand Cuisine, we are doing a real dessert classic, Baked Alaska. And we are highlighting chefs Charles Ranhofer of the noted Delmonicos restaurant and also Alexis Soyer, the very famous British chef. So join us. So Baked Alaska is a timeless classic dessert that people think is quintessentially American. In fact, now people associate Baked Alaska with cruises and going on a cruise ship because it's one of the grand desserts that cruise ships will use on the formal night when they do a flaming Baked Alaska, walking it through the dining room. But Baked Alaska began a long time ago, and it really excites me because it allows me to highlight two amazing chefs that on Grand Cuisine we're going to be focusing on a lot. The first is Alexis Soyer, who, as I said, was a French chef who went to Britain and worked in Britain at a very exclusive club, and also became a philanthropist and really a noted man of the people. He devised ways to feed the starving Irish during the Great Potato Famine in 1848, and he also devised a better way of feeding the British military troops during the Crimea War, working with Florence Nightingale herself. So he really is a wonderful, noted chef that deserves much more notoriety than he gets. And his tie to Baked Alaska is that he really brought together the idea of ice cream and meringue. And he first served ice cream and meringue together in his club called the Reform Club. Then we go to one of America's greatest chefs, Charles Ranhofer, who was a French chef who became the Delmonicos chef in the mid-1860s and was the Delmonicos chef through the 1890s and wrote the Epicurean, a fantastic tome that has many recipes that are quintessentially American, from lobster Newburgh to Baked Alaska to many others, of course, steak Delmonico, and many more. An amazing chef. And he actually brought together the idea of taking Baked Alaska, or what was ice cream and meringue, putting it onto a Savoy biscuit, or what is a sponge, and he originally named it Alaska, Florida, in celebration of the purchase of the state of Alaska. And his idea was that it was both frozen and hot. And so that's what we're going to make. I've already made the Savoy biscuit, as you can see in the video, and it is just a combination of egg yolks with sugar and flour, cornstarch, and egg whites that have been beaten and folded into that mixture. It is baked in an oven, and so we are ready to go with our Savoy biscuit. So begin the preparation and building of our baked Alaska. I'm going to do two different styles. I'm going to do a large baked Alaska, and I've already taken my Savoy biscuit and I've cut it in half, and I'm going to put one half onto a large serving platter that is oven proof. And then for my I'm going to do individual baked Alaskas. In fact, in Chef Ranhofer's book, The Epicurean, he shows by illustration that Delmonicos actually served individual baked Alaskas. So I'm going to take a cutter about 2.5 inches, and I'm going to cut out around, and I'm going to put one here, and I'm going to put another right here. So we'll put two onto this platter. So now what we want to do is we want to add a little bit of moisture to our Savoy biscuit. So I have some simple syrup that I have heated on the stove, and I'm simply going to take that and just spread that right over the top of our biscuits and just let that kind of soak in all the way around just to give it a little bit of moisture. And I'll do that on the large one, and then I'll also do that on our individual ones. So just let that soak in a little bit. And then according to Chef Ranhofer's recipe, he adds a small amount of apricot to the bottom. So we have some apricot jam, and I'm going to take that and just put that there. We'll put a little bit on our individual ones as well. And we're just going to spread that out. There we go. That will also act as a bit of a glue for our ice cream. So we're going to spread that apricot out. And now we are ready to go to the freezer and get our ice cream. So let's talk about our ice cream for our baked Alaska. What I have is I've done two different styles. I have a large ice cream mold, which has just been molded in a bowl. And this is a combination of a mint chocolate chip and then chocolate on top. And then also for individual, I've made pyramids simply by making parchment cones and then filling them with the ice cream. And now we're going to unmold them.